All right, everybody, good morning. Thank you for joining this week's Fun Fact Friday. Today I'm going to be going over customizing your websites and creating custom pages on your KV Core platform. Before we start, I want to mention I'm Rebecca and introduce myself. I'm part of the Allison James Estates and Homes support team here, and we go live on Facebook every Friday at 10 a.m. PST to discuss different ways for you to improve in your real estate business. Any questions or comments that you may have, I'd love to talk about them with you. If you just post them in the comment section below, I will discuss them with you at the end of this Fun Fact Friday. For those who missed last week's Fun Fact Friday, we did talk about, I believe it was lead generation in KV Core, and I highly recommend to go and watch that video. All of these KV Core videos that we've been going over for Fun Fact Friday will be very rewarding to you and will give you a better understanding of how to utilize KV Core to its best ability. All right, so KV Core, it is the one and only true platform. It allows you to access your lead engine, have a web and IDX, your smart CRM, and your listings and transactions all in one place. It's really great that Allison James is able to utilize this and allow our agents to be able to have this. Not only that, I'm able to do one-on-ones with you guys to be able to get a little bit better of an understanding of how to use the platform in itself too. So that makes me happy. So today, again, we're going over customizing your KV Core website. All right. So we're going to be doing the basics of editing your website and creating custom pages. We'll also get into service areas and SEO, customization, widgets on your site, custom pages, and blog posts, and how to edit these things. All right, so let's get started. So I'm just logged in here onto our support page here. I'm going to go into Web and IDX, and another thing I'm going to do here is open up the front end of our website. So this here is our website. This is actually Tori Hunter's website. She's also part of our support team here. And this is kind of our website. We're able to show you how to use and what it looks like. So here we'll have a photo of ourselves. We will have the back end background picture. You can also put a video right here, and I'll show you how to do that through YouTube. Your phone number will be here, your email, and this will be your ID number, your realtor ID number. Your MLS is connected to your website, and this website really gives you an online presence and allows you to kind of brand yourself. If somebody is looking you up, they want to at least find something that has something to do with you. Say you're having a listing presentation and whatnot, and they just want to be known, how is this person going to be able to sell my home? Well, this is a good way to be able to do that, or at least show them you do have an online presence. Your IDX is connected, so we have the multifamily, the houses, condos, and land. I'll also show you how to insert a widget here. At the top here, we have a search page, a sell page, and some information about you, the agent. You will be able to input a biography of yourself and add that in there. Our listings would be Allison James listings and your blog. Now I'm going to scroll down here a little bit. These little carousels, so our listings, Allison James agents, just listed, this is your MLS, those that are just listed, and just reduced will be right here. Now all of these carousels you can add or remove. You could change them as well, and we will get to that in just a moment. You can also add in latest blog posts and also testimonials to your website. The areas we cover is your service areas and your SEO. This is going to give your clients a better understanding of where you're working and the areas that you cover. This will also help your leads. You're going to be getting leads from these websites, and they're going to be coming in from Carlsbad, Escondido, Julian, La Jolla, and these are just the sites that we have in here. Of course, they will be towards your sites or the areas that you're covering. The MLS down here is the MLS that we are associated with, and of course our office address and phone number will be here as well. So I'm going to scroll up here to the top, and you will be able to edit this background color. So we have black, but you can do whatever you'd like with that. All right, so let's kind of get started into the settings. So here, once I go to Web and IDX, it takes me to the website manager, and this shows you your URL, which ours is Tori Hunter, it's .SoCal Allison James Inc. It'll have token, name, phone number, and email, and your website photo. To edit your photo, what you would do, I want to show you really quick, is you're going to go to My Profile and edit in there. That's where you're also going to be able to add your biography and About Me, and that will be in there as well. So let's scroll to the top. The template, this is your website editor. This is where you're going to be able to take out those widgets and kind of customize it to your ability if you'd like. If you do know HTML, it will be helpful, but it's definitely not needed to this default screen or this default website. The website content here, again, those testimonials, those are important to your business. Of course, people want to see how well you've worked with others. So if you do have some, I highly recommend putting them in there. Your service areas and SEO, those are the areas that you cover. That's located at the bottom of your page. And your custom pages will be right here, as well as the blog post embeds. All right, so let's get started with edit settings. We're kind of just going to go over some basics here today through the general area down to listings. So on here on the left, we'll get through all of these. And I'll kind of just give you a better understanding of how to use these. So here we have the background image. You can select the image that you'd like. If you do select multiple, when you have a client that's going in and out of the screen, it will go through these photographs as your background. Okay. You can also only have one if you'd like, of course, and you can also upload your own image. It does have the recommended size for this image to be able to look the best on your site. Of course, the pixelation should be correct. Now the resource page. This is a page on your website. We do have that as hidden, but you can change that up here. So that would be one of the resources page. Hide print flyer button, yes or no. That is on your listings through your MLS. If there's people on there and they want to print that flyer, you could have that as yes or no. And mandate a phone number. That is when a client is going to be looking on your website, searching on here, and say they're going through the multifamily listings here and they see one that they like, it will mandate the phone number as well. Some people like that and some people don't. It may drive people away, but it also will give you a little bit more information in regards to that person. So you can mandate that or not. KV Core does validate the information as well. The website title, this is what it was going to show on your website. So here we go back to toriehunter.socal.allisonjames.com. Find your North County home is going to be that website title right here. All right, homepage meta description is what shows Google, and it kind of enhances the page results. So if you wanted to add in when sharing on Google, you could add in some description there. Using the office phone number on your website, yes or no. Ask unit, so when people are searching to sell, it's just an option on there to add a unit number and whatnot. This is where you'll add in your HTML will definitely go in these areas. There is a custom chat widget that you could add on here, and I was speaking with one of the representatives earlier, and he told me that there is a website editor, or excuse me, not a website editor, but a chat widget that some people use. It's called Talk To, and it is free. So if that's something you want to get in a little bit if that's something that you're interested in, it is a free chat widget you can add in there. I would just go to www.talk.to and go a little bit, look into that a little bit if that's something you may want to have. Facebook username for chat. If you have your Facebook integrated in here, log into Facebook, get your Facebook username, and that would be in here. Override the sell page with a listing machine. And getting into the template. So this template, there's two templates. There's Hero and Foundation. KV Core does recommend using the Hero, and I've seen, coming from my end on the support team and talking to everybody, the Hero really does work best. That is this kind of foundation. It just allows a better search optimization and whatnot for the agents. And to be honest, I personally think it looks better. Template theme, this is where you're going to be able to change those colors as the theme background. We do have black here as that background theme color, so if you'd like to change that, you definitely can. And template extra options. So do you remember when I said that you can have a background video? That's going to be right here. You would just go onto YouTube. Let's see if we can do this really quick. Go to youtube.com, and if there is a video on here, we'll do Allison James. You would search on here, find that video that you like, and you can add this to the background. And we have Tom here, who is our San Diego broker. And you'll just select right here, I believe, where is that embed code? Share, and I believe this embed code would be right here. So what you would do is copy the embed code. Just copy this, Command C, start at wherever you'd like. So I've copied that, and I would just input that in here. I believe the YouTube ID may not be the embed code. That may just be this ID number here. So I guess we'll just find out. It's one of the two, but you could definitely use that, figure that one out for yourself, I suppose. I'll just save that and we'll see if that worked. You can hide the chat widget, use full custom with a custom area. Use black color for your header. Now these little question marks right here, these will give you a better idea of what is on here. So use primary color for header, HTML of course again, but it says if the company logo on your site is white, set this to yes and make it more easily visible. If the color does not work well, use the black header option above instead. So if you have questions about any of these options here, you definitely could select these little question marks, and that will tell you exactly what that option is. Now the custom navigation in here, search label, you can have that as search and sell. That is the labels up here, search and sell. And finance label, if you wanted to have your finance page on there. Agents label, we're hiring. All right, and the listing carousels, those are the ones that I told you you can add in or not add in. You could turn them off. Those are, again, these right here. So you could take these on or take them off using the listing carousels and switch those out if you'd like. There's a couple options in here for you to choose from. Analytics, if you are into the Google Analytics ID, if you do have that, you can embed that on your website here. And agents, you can show the agent's information. Listings, the type served, you can customize those if you'd like and have those on your site. Coverage only. Now this one, some people get stuck on. This is what will limit the listing search to the counties your website services, being the counties down here. during the areas we cover. So if these are specified areas and you want people that are outside of the areas, I would just select this as no, and that just allows people to be able to search a larger area on your site using your MLS. Scrub areas. So I think you guys kind of get the point here. This is just the best place for you to be able to customize that website that you would like to have, and go in here and play around with it a little bit. I'm pretty sure KV Core can reset things on your website to the default, so that's always nice to have, or at least know, so that you can't totally mess up your website. Now the template we'll get to in just a moment. The service areas and SEO, view and edit. This is, like I said, those areas you're going to have on your website. If you have certain areas you'd like, you could select in here and add those areas pertaining to the areas you cover. So let's say if you wanted to add in Mission Beach area, you would just add this area in here, and it saves, but I would definitely save these in here. Okay. And from here, we can go into the custom pages as well. So we have custom pages here already, but let's create a new page. So I'm going to go here, and this page will be showing on your site. So I'm just going to put Allison James Facebook as my title. But you can use this for, I've had people ask me about blog posts, wanting to add in blog posts, or maybe you have multiple people that you're working with on a team, but you don't have a team website, or you have a team website, but an IDX isn't connected. You could add in that team website here, and you can select the category for team or meet the team. And you can have that in there, so when people select that on your website, it'll take them directly to that URL. You can use that for really anything. Here I'll just put test on here so you can see. You can add in some source codes in here. This is going to be the HTML. Customize that however you'd like. Insert edit link if you have a URL but you want a different text to display. So this would be like a hyperlink. You can select that in here. So if we had Allison James Facebook Inc., I'm just going to copy this, add that URL in here, and the text to display, I believe we will want to have Facebook, and select OK. So when people type in, it won't have that long Allison James Estates and Homes. It'll just say Facebook right here. And I'll just put in Allison James Estates and Homes. And we'll put in our address, 2888 Poker Ave East, Suite 206, Carlsbad, California, 92010. So this way you guys can see what's going to be on there. Category, new category, we'll just put Facebook on here. Again, this is just for an example to show you what this will look like. You can, like I said, use this for your blog post. If you have, you can use it, your landing pages in here. If you wanted to create a landing page, you can use that on here as well, and just put in that landing page URL in here. We did talk about landing pages in our KV Core series a couple weeks ago, I believe. Oops, I just exited out of there. Oh, man, okay. Well, you kind of get the point, I hope. Again, I'll put that Facebook in here. So we could kind of get that on there. I'll just put that, and then source code again. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I'm kind of playing with this now. Again, if you guys have any questions, just know that you can always come to me for a URL, or not a URL, a one-on-one, and we can always go on here and go a little bit more in depth. You guys are allowed to schedule that one-on-one with me anytime during the week. that I am available. I will have that link in the end of this Fun Fact Friday, and you can do that whenever you'd like. Allison James Estates and Homes. Oh my goodness. Estates and Homes. All right. And there we go. So the meta tag description, again, this is going to be what will be enhancing your Google searches. So I don't know if you've ever been on Google and you search for something and it kind of has a little description underneath it. That will be right here, and you can also add keywords. So HAI, Allison James. Allison James. Okay, so I'm just going to save this. Oh, and forgot that part. Facebook. Save. All right, that took long enough. So once that's in here, you can see that that is set to an on right here, so that it is published and it is set to on. You can also add these or edit these if you'd like. So we're gonna keep that right here. Let's see if we can scroll, refresh the page, scroll up. Oh, I think we have that YouTube video isn't working in the background. However, you can see that page, extra page right here. So if we click on it, it's going to show Facebook, and we could click on the Facebook to take us to the Allison James Estates and Homes business page here. Okay, so you could play around with the custom pages that is on there for you. And let's see, we're going over website manager. We did the service areas, SEO, blog posts. You can add a post in here. Select a title, and if you want to add in a blog in here, you definitely can. And you can schedule the post, or you can publish now, and that will be on your website. And then last but not least, let's get into the widgets really quick. So this is a feature I kind of came across not too long ago, and it's pretty neat. So these little widgets you can actually add onto your website. And I'll show you how to delete them too, which is kind of a scary thing when you don't know what to do at first. So let's add in default property just listed. So I will add that one. So append this. Do you want to replace the custom content? No, we'll just append this. So we'll just add that on there. And then home worth. Default widget, so we're going to add that one on there. There's a couple in here, such as the financing default widget, open house default widget. These are just little things that are connected to your website and MLS. So I'm going to go back to our website here and show you what that looks like with those on there. So I'm going to scroll down, and now we have the just listed and what is my home worth. So if you have people who you're trying to target, some sellers that may be good on there, and those buyers are going to be good on here too. So those are both really good things to have on there. But it did take out the home listings that were on there before. It does continue to have this little search optimization right here for them. Now, if you wanted to take those off, you're going to go to Website Manager and then go to the Website Editor. And once you're on Website Editor, you will scroll down here, and you'll want to go to Code View right here, and you'll want to delete these widgets. So you'll have to kind of, like I said, kind of know a little bit about HTML. It kind of gives you a better understanding, but I believe, so I'm just going to kind of look right here. What does this widget kind of look like? So the start of that looks like it's right here. So I'm just going to delete this part and go back here to save and select OK. So that would be removing this widget here. Select refresh and go down. So that would take that one out. And then for this one, I don't think you can delete one all at once. However, you can fix it on your website by going to the website edit, or not the website editor, the widgets page where we started. Let me see if that saved. So it didn't. Okay, so you would go to KV Core, go back to Widgets, and then just clear website content to go back. And that would take it back to the regular website content that you had before with the multifamily houses, land, and condos. You can also change these pictures here. So if you select on here, you can insert an image wherever you'd like. You can customize, if you didn't want these to say houses or multifamily, you can always go in there and customize that your own ideas if you'd like. But that's kind of wrapping up today's Fun Fact Friday. I hope you all enjoyed today's Fun Fact Friday. And if you guys want to learn more about KV Core, like I said, I do one-on-ones with our agents, and you can have as many one-on-ones as you'd like. It doesn't cost extra to you. It doesn't go on your plan fees or nothing. So you can always go on to calendly.com/Allison James Inc. And I would be more than happy to meet you on there and go in depth. We could do lead gen, website editor, or system overview if you'd like. And that also wraps up today's Fun Fact Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday weekend. Allison James is going to be closed on Monday and Tuesday for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And I hope you all have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you for joining me.